Hello, hello. I decided today to start with a video for Aquarius. When I did the videos for each sign for March, the Aquarians, outstripped everybody. It was like, a couple of hundred here, a couple of hundred there for the other signs, and then like 1,700 for Aquarius. It just, and I can't figure out why, what it was, but it certainly resonated with you guys in a big, big way. And that doesn't really surprise me, but I just thought I'd check in with you guys again. And of course with all y'all, people who are just drawn to the title. I don't know what that'll be, but people who are cross-watching for an Aquarius, people who have Aquarius rising, sun sign, moon sign, north node, Venus, any of those placements, this might resonate particularly with you guys. There's just something about, and I think astrologically there's a lot going on, and again, I don't know my astrology well enough to even get into it, but I think there's a lot of action in your neck of the woods. So let's just see what we got. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles can indicate family, legacy, maximum stability for the group. It's a lovely place to live, to be. And it's in Pentacles energy. It's that things you can get your hands on, kind of the real McCoy. Can't really pop these, so we're just going to pull them. Oh my goodness. Well, there's trouble in paradise. Five of Swords. It's a card of, the imagery on this is a little bit difficult and a little different. Ordinarily, it's the opposing sides, the victor, loser. In this one, it shows a person almost trying to manifest. This shrouded character is trying to draw something to them, maybe, and having trouble with that. Air sign, your element. Somehow shrouded in mystery. Fives indicate the need for change. And really this has I don't know if you can see it, but the person has like got their hands, sort of like this, as if trying to manifest. But it's something one-sided. Whereas this is real inclusive energy. This is all of us together. Everybody being cared for, everybody here and present, everybody showing up. And then there's this sort of, what? One more out of this deck, and then we're gonna go somewhere else. Ten of Wands, where you're putting down a burden of some sort. Another 10. So tens tend to indicate the closing out of a cycle. Laying down a burden. And maybe wrapping up something to do with family or legacy. You're trying to wrap it up. And that's curious to me. Princess of Wands, new direction. It's kind of a tentative new direction. It's page energy. You know, it's not a full-blown, full-grown inspiration, but it's an inkling. It's like an inkling. And maybe Five of Swords is an attempt to bring in what the new thing is after this, after these two cycles close out the laying down of burdens. And it could even be the burden of legacy, of family history. And you're trying to take something in a new direction. And it's going to involve, before you can do that, an unburdening. You know, you've picked up you've picked up concerns that really weren't properly yours, or somebody's laid them on you, and it's time to lay it down. I mean, you can just see he's like under the weight of all these concerns, of all these potential, there's a lot potentially. You're going to put it down and pick up this fresh one. This fresh one. So let's see. Well, let's give it a shuffle first. We'll clarify starting with Ten of Pentacles. Oh, I got an outlier in here. Hang on, we'll get to that. It's from the same deck, but the mini version, the mini-me. Where'd you go? There we go. Knight of Cups. The messenger coming in with a love offer, with the boohoo K, as my daughter used to call him. The boohoo K. And it could be like a love offer, I mean, because pentacles are abundance. And 3D. A love offer that entails an invitation, sorry. Oh my. Queen of Wands. So it's this wand energy again, putting down the burden, headed in a new direction. Fire energy, passionate, purposeful, creative. And here she is, with the wand in her hand, and she looks to be singing. She also has the black cat. Queen of Wands is sort of the intuitive, the seer. It could be about a love offer to the Queen of Wands, who's quite, not picky, but, well, she's drawing it in. She's the attractive force. She's drawing in this love offer somehow. Perhaps with somebody who wants a long-term, go the distance relationship. So let's clarify this Five of Swords, because that to me is the confusing, the two-sided, oh goodness gracious. Come on now. Come on now. Okay. First up, the Seven of Cups. A card of options, confusion. Which thing do I want? Which thing do I want to go with? In the same energy as this Knight of Cups. on Five of Swords. So it might be somebody's inability to decide something. They keep weighing up the options, has been cause for this sort of division, Five of Swords. Disagreement in sword energy, in your element. And you may well have been having a hard time choosing one over the other. King of Swords, well, there you are. There you are. The communicative, clear-minded individual. And somehow the emphasis on individual, like this is somebody who's got their own vision. They don't think the way other people tell them to think. They don't show up the way other people might want them to. They're true to themselves. True to themselves. Four of Swords. So we have Five of Swords, that kind of two-sided, contentious, slightly contentious energy from which you are healing. You know, you're in the nest, and she's not looking pained. She's looking like she's in repose. And that's Four of Swords in any deck, has that element of like, I'm healing, I'm taking the time to heal, not talking right now. I'm gathering my strength. And King of Swords is usually the communicative king, the one who tells the truth. But right now, you're in quiet. Perhaps while you're trying to figure out which option do I choose, and I'm kind of two minds, Five of Swords. I don't know. But you're taking the time out to come into your understanding, to come into your own decision, whatever this Five of Swords kind of, which side am I on? I'm not getting a handle on this, I have to say. I'm in Seven of Cups, like, this person is like, do I take this one? Do I take that one? I can't help you with that because I'm not clear on what's happening here. So, and this deck is feeling suddenly awful burdensome. I'm not gonna, okay, Ace of Swords. The clarity coming in, the new understanding. You know, so if you've been in this state of Seven of Cups confusion and kind of two minds, Five of Swords about something, you're healing that. You're coming into your own. On the basis of the personal truth. Aquarius is all about the overview. And that's still in the picture, but it's like, and this is interesting. It's the nautilus shell. It's also the circles of the nautilus are depicted as stairs. So it's sort of like allowing it to come in, be processed, and then move out again. Like the nautilus inside the shell is sometimes retreats inside and then comes back out in order to move around and eat stuff and One Ten of Wands. this putting down of the burden, will bring a clarity to this Seven of Cups, Five of Swords kind of, I'm confused in my feelings, I'm of two minds in my, as I think about it and ponder this, and you circle in and you come back out and you have a clarity. And it may be on what's over, on a burden that's you've realized is no longer yours. There's some cycle closing out. And I get a sense of great relief. This dawning understanding of what needs to be put down. Because sometimes we can feel burdened and we don't know the thing that we need to lay down. There is confusion about that. Which option? Well, you're deciding, on a bunch of stuff that does not fit anymore, that does not serve it. It's become a weight. So tell me more about this Ten of Wands, please, and the Ace of Swords. For Aquarius, please. Oh my goodness. Repeat. Four of Swords. Part of your healing process is contingent upon laying this burden down. It's like you can't go another step without lightening the load. And to heal, you have to lighten the load. You have to. And it'll give you this Ace of Swords, new beginning, new clarity, and the new sense of direction. Almost again like the compass needle. Where am I going? Where do I need to go? Where is my true north? Knight of Wands. Well, and this is sort of get on your pony and ride. It's a fast-moving, intuitively led, not always like A to B to C, linear progression. There's something a little bit erratic about Knight of Wands. Lively, inspired, but not, not all the ducks in a row. But you have Queen of Wands and Knight of Wands. I think you're dealing with a fire sign, perhaps, or with somebody who has that, who you find attractive, who you want to build something, a legacy with, who you're going to make an offer to. And roles could be reversed, right? Gender's reversed. All that stuff is very fluid, and you need to sort of fill in the gaps there. But it's coming in. So we have Knight of Wands and Knight of Cups. It's love and passion. It's a meld of love and passion. Once the cycle, Ten of Wands, closes out, because really you have one passion above the others that you're drawn to, that you're guided toward. Intuitively. And Aquarius is known for the cerebral energy. But there's something about this person you're dealing with. They may be very different from you. That may be part of the attraction. Tell us about the new direction, please. Well, I peeked, so I have to look at it. Four of Cups. The longing. a card of longing for the love that isn't here. And in this, I just noticed in this depiction of Page of Wands, Princess of Wands, there's a note in her hand. She's like consulting what might be a note or a map, some indication of, you know, following a kind of the way or the path, or I'm getting the image of like the breadcrumbs, you know, where there's some indication of, and it's not big, it's not a neon sign saying go this way. It's like a little intuitive hit. And, you know, 7 of Cups, 4 of Cups, this guy's considering which option, and she's sort of, you know, have you chosen me? Doesn't feel like you've chosen me. I've been waiting while you've been weighing up your options or considering other options. But that indecisiveness is being healed by you, King of Swords. I need another on that because I'm not sure. Page of Wands, 4 of Cups. Maybe you want to go in a direction that addresses this yearning. Yeah. King of Pentacles. I'd say there's been, you may have actually left somebody kind of in the lurch, yearning for you. You may be trying to find your way back to them because you want to show up. This is the boots on the ground king. This is the one who's present. And King of Swords is present too, but he's a bit aloof. King of Pentacles, not aloof. Willing to be here. Not to think about it only, not to consider it from this sort of higher perspective, but actually to come in and be present. And I think you're trying to figure out a way to do that. Page of Wands. You know, you're trying to map it out. Because I think you want to get back to somebody. Maybe a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. But it doesn't entail the laying down of it. Tell us about the burden, please. Okay. Apparently it's a fear. Oh my God. That's maybe almost too many. Well, let's take this guy. Queen of Swords. You've met your match. But I asked, what's the 10 of Swords, the burden? All right, let's look at this whole schmear, oh God. All right, let's just take a look at it. Queen of Swords, she's discerning. She's willing to cut people off if she thinks they're a liar. If they're bullshitting in any way, she sets a boundary. Tell me the truth or buzz off, basically. next time. Seven of Wands. This need to remove yourself from the fray. You know, she's in a bubble here. She's peaceful, he, she, they, inside this protective place. Indeed. Nine of Wands. A lot of fire energy. I mean, Nine of Wands is defensive. She's set the boundary, this queen. Seven of Wands is also a kind of a defensive. So either you or somebody you've been dealing with, and it may not be the Queen of Wands. Has set a boundary to get some peace. Page of Cups. There's an apology coming in. You know, maybe you're, I mean, because this guy, you know, his heart is going thump, thump, thump. He's heart activated. And it's got him kind of in this disembodied state. You can see these are his, not feet on the ground, feet floating up in the air. And there's this little ghostly image of the, you know, people making the heart shape. You may want to break through somebody's boundary. Well, I think it's maybe the Queen of Wands. By giving an apology. For being defensive, for being guard. Well, now you want to cooperate. And they want to cooperate with you. They want to build something with you. In Pentacles energy. You know, if you were making a love offer to this Queen of Wands to go the distance, they want to work with you. They're fired up. They're passionate about it. They're very likely to entertain the offer, I would say, because they want to, in real life, work with you. Not in the realm of sort of wishy-washy, Seven of Cups, what do I, you know, which option do I want? I'm of two minds. Well, this is very, this is stabilizing. Something you're going to build together, or try to. In that Pentacles energy, I'll work on it. Queen of Pentacles. So we have another match. We have King and Queen of Swords, King and Queen of Pentacles. And I'd say that means you're like-minded. You understand the same thing. You're sort of on the same page. And you're also showing up for each other. After perhaps a period of indecision and conflict, being unsure. And is this somebody you can work with? Yes. If you're showing up as King of Pentacles, they're showing up as Queen of Pentacles, or vice versa. But it's a match, and it's a 3D match. Oh my goodness. And you're walking towards something. You know, you figured something out. Seven of Cups. All these options. Which way do I go? I go this way. I'm on a path. You know, I've figured it out, and now I'm moving toward it and away from something else. You know, to a brighter day. I mean, there's this sunrise. And it's as if she's come out of the watery element to kind of put her feet on the ground and move forward. And there's a bowl of fire in the water, and she's walking to the, you know, the source light, the sun, toward it. You know, it's sort of like you can't stay put to figure it out. You have to move toward it, you know, and Queen of Wands is the one who attracts. Queen of Wands is the one who attracts. Ace of Swords, again. You're moving toward this new beginning, this new truth. Leaving something else behind. And I would suggest it's these burdens. Something you're healing from. And I think whoever you're dealing with is in that same energy of assimilating new information to get a new way of thinking about stuff, and that compass point I'm getting again of what you're drawn to. What's drawing you in. And you're mirroring each other. There's going to be good communication between you. If there wasn't before, Five of Swords is kind of a failure to communicate. I'm gonna look at one more, and then I'm gonna call the code. Seven of Pentacles. You're gonna invest in it. You're gonna, and I think both of you know are gaining a clarity on how to do that. Like first in your mind, getting a clear vision of it, so that you can go ahead and bring it into that 3D realm, that 10 of Pentacles realm. You're both going to invest. Like I was going to say it takes two to tango. I mean, that's sort of, but it kind of does. If you're tangoing by yourself, it's not as much fun as if you're tangoing with your match. And this again speaks to that King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, doing it for real, over time. And that's what you're hoping for. That's the offer. Let's go the distance. You're both at the beginning. And you've both, sort of independent of each other, have come to the same understanding, the same conclusion. You haven't talked each other into anything. You both like simultaneously you know, understood the thing, and it puts you on the same wavelength. You're on the same wavelength. And I think it's going to bring you into a cooperative energy of, we can do this here and now. We can build this thing. We can build it together because we're on the same page. I like it that you showed up in your own reading as somebody who's healing, King of Swords, Four of Swords, who's putting down the burden. And it fires you up, as it would. I mean, you can't Knight of Wands if you're overburdened. And it may be when you're unburdened, there's a sort of spurt of slightly erratic energy. You know, which way do I go? Which way do I go? Well, you're moving into stability. You're moving into stability with this person. And it's passionate. They're passionate about you. And I get something about what you may be healing is from your tendency to think, to overthink even. So you're grounding it by investing after the confusion and the options, choosing somebody to work with. Three of Pentacles to invest in. And there is you're able to do this because you've healed something. And so have they. Because we have Ace of Swords twice, right? I mean, you're really on the same page. Ace of Swords twice, Four of Swords twice. You're both healing. You're both getting this new clarity. And you're meeting your match like in a grounded way. You know, it's not just up in your head. It's not. Really mirroring each other. I think that's lovely because, you know, it's kind of like you're both on this path towards stability. I think that's it. And taking the time. I mean, because Pentacles are about time and effort and where you put your energy. And you're putting it into growing this thing, this relationship. I don't know why I keep saying thing. It's growing the connection. It's growing the connection. And it may entail leaving something, you know, trying to figure out what to do. And it's, now I know. You know, now I know I'm on the path. You know, I've figured it out. I have clarity about it. And so does the other individual. It's like, bing, you're both pinging at the same time. And I get the idea of almost like the, you know, like a location being pinged. Like you're heading towards something. And it turns out this little map this little new sense of direction will get you there over time. And you're impatient. But to grow this thing, to make it stable and sound and a stable structure, it will take time. And you're impatient. But willing to make the first gesture, you know, the boo-hoo-K. I'm going to leave it there, Aquarius. Thank you. We're getting ready to wrap up March and move into April. Good things ahead. See you next time. Now I'm going to stagger around. You know, I think it's clear, King of Swords, what you want, and simultaneously, it's almost like you're doing a kind of mind meld with whoever this other person is. Ace of Wands on your side, Ace of Swords on your side, Ace of Swords on their side. There's some kind of melding of the minds. And a 3D, Three of Pentacles melding. The two are coming together. Light and love.